How important? Well, do you have a baseball coach yet? There's no other.
There's no delivery.
If you get off this show early enough, you might.
Yeah. So no, we don't. But I think we're in a really, really good place with the search, and I mentioned it I think earlier in the week that great interest in the position, and obviously being a head coach at Baylor is not a fit for everyone, and so that certainly. Makes your pool, smaller quickly in terms of just mission fit and being a person of faith and really, really embracing Baylor and what it's about. And so, you go through that filtering process and I think again we've landed in a really, really good place, and I'm excited about it. I'm excited to get in front of some of the candidates and have face-to-face conversation and talk about a lot of different things, quite frankly, that are non-baseball. I think that's the really joy and beauty of doing searches, is just getting to know some really, really cool people. The people that you don't hire, I still have friendships and relationships with those people, and that's the cool part of the process.
Is it does it clear out a lot? I mean, obviously, we lost all but 16 teams in baseball now, so you've got more. Could you have more of a road to be able to talk to guys right now? Yeah,
there's more clarity of who you can talk to and when, and last Thursday, Friday, you weren't sure, and you needed for the weekend to play out, and in some instances, Monday to play out and see who you could talk to and when you could talk to them, and I think we've got a much clearer pathway in terms of who and when, and so we'll begin to go into that phase or step of this process. So,
are there still some you can't yet talk to because they're still alive?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I had a former coach tell me this about what Baylor, and he said this to me, and I wanted to ask you this, and this is while I was gone for a week. How important is making sure the mission statement is never overrun by the juice of winning?
Yeah, I think it's how important is it? It's everything. It really is everything. And again, I'm not here to deliver a sermon, but I think that God will honor that, and I really believe that. And if winning ever becomes more important than our faith, than our core values, it's going to crumble, and I'll just say it, and it did, and that can never ever happen again here at Baylor University. It just can't, and so we're in the throes of having some incredible success. And that's why you better be really certain in terms of the people that are leading your programs and their value and their belief system, and that they'll stay grounded. It's making sure that we have leaders in the right areas that will always stay grounded, and it's something that as leader of the entire enterprise that I've got to be relentless about. You can't talk about it once every 3 months. You can't talk about it once a week. You have to talk about it every single day, and we do. And again, we're certainly not perfect, but it's that winning can never become more important than our core values, our faith system.
So when you get into interviewing a coach, I mean, X's and O's, obviously, you could probably have lateral moves no matter who it is, because there's a lot of people who know that. How quickly do you know that they're a fit personality-wise and mission statement that you can push that X and O thing to the back?
Yeah, it's a great question. And so, the stuff that we do on the phone prior to really, visiting with somebody in person, I really use that time to kind of filter. And then, when you're in person, I think it's less science and more art in terms of reading people and, how authentic is it? You can just feel it and see it. And so, the in-person piece really validates what you thought or what you're thinking coming out of the phone interview process. I just think that if you're trying to do all of that in an in-person, it just doesn't allow for enough time and the right types of conversation that we should be having with conversations. And there's some great baseball coaches out there. They are. We'll talk to just a sampling of them because it's not for everyone, and we're not going to compromise that.
Coach Ford,